Alright, welcome to episode 6 of our little 7.62x54R series. This is going to be a quick video. And I know what you're saying to yourself, this guy doesn't know how to make a quick video, but I'm going to show you. This is going to be quick, 15 minutes or so, something like that. If you watched the end of the last video, you know we had 15 rounds left over of our hand loads to play around with. And I wanted to do a couple tests, and that's what we're going to do here at the beginning here. The first test I wanted to do was get a velocity reading on this ammo. So these are the 42.5 grains of Reloader 15 load, and I wanted to see what sort of velocity we could get, or we were getting. So I strapped my magneto speed chronograph onto the Mosin and gave it a shot. So this So this is the first test. The next test, we're going to check to see how much point of impact shift we get whenever we take the bayonet off. And this first test will give you a clue, because as you'll find out, I miss everything I'm aiming at. So yeah, let's look at the velocity test. All right, so we're going to start out trying to get these velocity readings. As you can see, I've removed the bayonet and put on the magneto speed chronograph bayonet. So these, who knows what, without the real bayonet and then this magneto speed, who knows where the hell the point of impact for these is going to be, and I really don't care. So we're just going to pop a steel plate out at 75 yards. I think it's an 8-incher or 10-incher or something like that. Just something to aim at while we get these velocity readings. Plan is to do 5 shots, and we'll see if that gets us a good enough reading. So let me get set up and we will be ready to go. Alright, let's see if we can get a reading. Alright, we missed the plate. Well, we got a reading. It was 2,407 feet per second. Let's try to aim a little lower, maybe. Alright, I guess we're going to miss them all. One more. I don't know where the hell to aim. Nope. Oh well. The good news is we did get 5 readings for velocity, and our average was 2,354 feet per second with standard deviation of 31.9, which is a pretty big spread. Alright, let's go ahead and switch over and see how this thing groups without the bayonet. Oh, I forgot about not having the bayonet. That's probably why I was missing. So we will find out here in a minute, see how far it changes it. Alright, 0 for 5. That's not a good thing. So our velocity ended up being, average velocity was 2,354 feet per second. Extreme spread of 76 and a standard deviation of 31.9. That's not awesome. Like that means we're getting a lot of variation in our velocity. There was one shot that was 2,407 feet per second, and it was the first shot. And then they kind of calmed down. They went down to around 2,350, and we ended up with that average of 2,354. So yeah, I don't know, whatever. We know the load shoot's good, so I honestly don't really give a crap. I just kind of wanted to get a ballpark. Now the question is, does that meet what the book told us it should? I don't have the Sierra book handy, but this is the Hornady book. For the 174 grain bullets, Reloader 15, we were shooting 42.5 grains. It shows that we should have been a little over 2,400 feet per second. So we were just below what the book said we should get with, it's a different bullet and everything. So we're pretty close. There's a lot of room to move up. In this video series, these first 5 episodes, we've shot all the way from 40.5 grains up to 44.5 grains. Well, the max in the in the Hornady book is 45.6 grains. So we were a full grain under Hornady's max, and Hornady's usually conservative. So 2,400 feet per second is just fine for me. We're just working on plinking ammo, but you know, maybe you're working up a hunting load. You want to see if you can get to that 2,600, 2,700 foot per second range. And I was looking up the PPU, the specs on PPU ammo. They don't have 174 grain, but they've got 150 grains, which go 2,838 feet per second, and 182 grain ammo that goes 2,784. So if you're looking to get up into that, it's just a matter of just keep on going. You know what we've done here. We've been working on lower loads, and we've still got room to go up. And Reloader 15 has performed well all the way from the very light loads to the highest we did. So I'm sure it would continue to perform well as we went up toward max, and you know, did all that sort of crap. So velocity, good enough. Now let's get that freaking chronograph pulled off there, and let's have a look and see where this thing shoots at 100 yards. Now, if you don't remember the last video, this is our target with that ammo at 100 yards. It was just below the X-ring. That's a 15-shot group. Good shooting ammo, shooting just below the X-ring. So let's go out and see where it shoots without the bayonet. Okay, so I got the bayonet removed, or the bayonet is removed and the chronograph is removed as well. So we should be good to go. Got a nice clean target. Remember last time this ammo shot just below the center, so inside the black, like right about 6 o'clock. We had a nice 15-shot group. So let's see where this puts them without the bayonet. I got a feeling it might be pretty dramatic after missing that steel all those times. Are we on the paper? Holy moly, that is way high and way to the right. Hopefully I didn't zoom the camera to where you can't see that. But yeah, a foot high, 6 inches to the right, maybe, something like that. Let's see if it groups. All right, did we make a group? Yep, we sure did. Hopefully I got that on camera, but yeah, way, way high. Right at the top of the paper and 6 or 8 inches to the right. Very interesting. Well, here's the thing. That answers that question good enough for me. I really want to hit that stupid steel plate. So yeah, last 5 rounds, we're going to bring it back in and see if we can pop that steel. Alright, now that I know I need to aim like a freaking foot to the left, see if we can get it done. Killed it in one shot. Oh well. I knew that little shepherd's hook wasn't going to last long. Alright, so I got it in the ground a little bit better. See if that helps. A little harder target this time. All right. Holy crap. From here, now we're way the hell up here. That is more than I expected. I was thinking, maybe here, maybe here. Holy crap. That is a full 10 or 11 inches high and about 4 inches to the right. Incredible. I'm kind of pretty darn shocked by this. So I think I will be shooting my gun with bayonet affixed from here on, if I have any intention of hitting what I'm aiming at. Okay, now the rest of this video, I'm kind of about to shift gears with the Mosin. I feel like this was a pretty good little exercise in jacketed bullet workup. We started with IMR 4895, which shot pretty well. We were shooting the 168 grain AMAXs that are 308 diameter, and then we bumped up to the 311 bullets and got a hold of some 312s. So we've tried several bullets. We've tried a couple different powders. They all worked well. Nothing really shot terrible. Even the 308 bullets, they still shot respectable. They shot very respectable. And I think we found our best performance with these the 311 diameter Sierra Match Kings. But that's kind of what I want to do with the rest of this video, is make notes for myself, because I find myself going back and reviewing some of my videos, trying to remember exactly what happened. So this is kind of going to be a wrap up of 7.62x54R up to this point, because I'm going to be moving on from jacketed bullets to cast lead bullets. I've got several bullet molds I want to try out in the Mosin, and I'd really like to work up a cast load for the gun. So that's kind of going to be where things are shifting with the Mosin. Couple notes just to kind of summarize what we've learned in the first 5 episodes. I've got crazy person asylum notes here, things I just kind of wanted to mention. The gun shoots amazing. That's the first thing. We've shot some really good groups in these last few videos, with these bullets, and couldn't be happier with the gun. Could not be happier. It is worth every penny to go ahead and pick up the 311 expander for your dies. These Lee dies have done a really good job. I think at this point I would wholeheartedly recommend these dies. Unless you're doing something special, this is perfect. Comes with everything you need except that $4 311 expander, which you should just go ahead and get, and should go ahead and order. And let's see. That was fine. You need to slug your bore, right? Which we talked about. Slugged mine, found out it was 312, and really helped a lot with choosing bullets and made things make more sense whenever we were trying bullets or picking the next bullet. The bayonet shift is massive. Holy crap. Much worse than I expected. Everybody had mentioned that it was there and it was real, but I expected it to be minor. I did not expect it to be a foot off at 100 yards. We already talked about 308 versus 311 versus 312 bullets. I think any of them will shoot well, but if you're looking for that every little bit, then the larger bullets are probably better for you, depending on what you find when you slug your bore. Velocity is fine. We got that velocity reading for the 42.5 grain loads. I wish we loaded all the way up to 44.5 grains, and I wish we would have shot that through the chronograph to get a number on it, but it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter that much. So, if you remember, got freaking ladybugs flying around everywhere. Okay. We started with a 3-inch overall length because that's what the Sierra manual recommended. And it was long, and it just didn't feel like a whole lot of that bullet was getting down into the neck, so we moved to the 2.9 inch overall length, which is what the Hornady manual recommends for their bullets, and went ahead and used that on Sierra bullets as well, and I think that seemed to work well. Our groups didn't open up, you know, similar group sizes with the two different overall lengths, but I just prefer the 2.9 just to get more bullet down into that case neck. IMR 4895, when I was reviewing the video, just to kind of remember, it shot really darn well. Yeah, I know we abandoned it for Reloader 15 because early on we had shot a really good group with Reloader 15, and you know, we were basically looking for anything to pick a powder for us, but 4895 worked well. Basically any of these, you know, medium rifle powders will probably work just fine in the Mosin. Yeah, you know, early on we were seeing a little bit of a shift in our point of impact as time went on, and we tried to figure out whether it was the dirty bore versus clean bore or whether it was a barrel heat thing. We found pretty conclusively that the dirty and clean bore didn't seem to make a bit of difference. You know, as far as shifting point of impact or opening up the groups, it shoots well dirty, it shoots well clean, no worries there. But the barrel heat, on the other hand, the groups were moving low and to the left as the barrel heated, very slightly. Not like the foot we saw with, you know, bayonet on and off, but just very slightly, an inch or two, you know, just kind of starting to move low and to the left as the barrel heated up. And that was not a huge deal, really. Not a huge deal. So that covers my crazy person notes. I think, yeah, I think we did a pretty good job of working up a jacketed load. I think that 42.5 grains is probably going to be, you know, if I was sitting down to load up 100 or something to take to the range just for having fun, I would probably be 42.5 grains with a 2.9 inch overall length. Nice light recoil, but most everything we loaded shot pretty well. So that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Did I make it into 15 minutes? I don't know. Whatever. Maybe 20. Whatever. All right. See you guys next time.